Okay. Welcome back to Scales of War, a D&D 5e campaign.
I'm waiting for you to have another line for that, like, played on Roll20.
I know, I was thinking about what I could use to extend it, and I haven't
By
come up with anything
Mikayla.
yet.
Or based on
Yes, I am-
multiple things set in the Forgotten Realms.
I am your DM today.
Yeah.
Tell me what
Only
happened
today?
last time. Yeah, only today. Never again.
Did I take any
I'm
notes?
resigning.
I must have taken notes.
No.
Hey,
Session
guys,
9?
what happened last time?
We went to
And also,
Nightstone.
where are we? What the hell is this map I'm on? I'm on a random ass
Okay,
map
we're
that has
all on
nothing to
the,
do with
we're
where
all
you
on
are.
the Tyranny of Dragons homepage page.
I have
That's a
no
cool
idea what
place
we
to
did
be.
last session.
We went to Nightstone, which was the
Oh,
town that...
with the bandits. Yeah.
Spoiler alert, there were some bandits.
Nightstone.
Just jump to the middle, Joshua. We went to Nightstone, which is the town of Beldora, where Matt's mic is muted.
We're going to a cave.
That's what we're doing next.
Let's jump even further.
Alright, fine. Do you know what? I'll take it. Basically, when we got there, the man at the tower was telling us that the town is closed to visitors. We were ever so persuasive in trying to tell him that we want to help. And we even offered medical assistance from our Grand Cleric, but basically we end up realising he's a bandit and a thief. And not the weasel kind. Nova flew an invisible Sassuro in to have a little look around. Once Sassuro realised it was thieves in here and no peasants or original homeowners, he decided that he's going to let down the drawbridge for his friends and then we could take out these bandits. What followed was this sort of like haphazardly, we're over here, we're over there, we're definitely your friends, we're definitely your enemies battle, where a silent imaged cloud giant threatening the bandits in the image of Zephyros, what is his name? Zephyros? Confused them and
Cool
convinced
guy.
them, some of them at least, to not be so, to be not afraid of us, but instead of the other enemies. Peverell got a Nikari teleport into a tower and spent most of the session trying to get out a window. And
Dastardly window.
and Nikari shot a flying snake. And
That was
then
really cool.
eventually the bandits surrendered to us after we killed their boss and a few others.
Oh, we didn't kill his boss. I
Oh
did
no,
an
we
awesome
killed the boss
combo.
and spared the dying.
Yeah, he's
to save the
knocked out,
boss and
tied
keep him.
up.
We tied him up, and then this other bandit dude, who was particularly frightened of Zephyros the non-existent,
Yeah.
said he would lead us to a cave where the folk of Nightstone are, and so that we could return them to the town. And that is what happened last time on Scales of War, a 5e campaign.
That's what you missed on Glee. Yep, I think that was it. And that's where we are now.
There. Carry on as you are. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
Now that
Well, I gotta
he's
sneeze,
gone.
so you carry on. Is it gonna come or is it not? No, it's leaving. All right. Well, yeah. So that's where you guys are right now. You just found this flying snake, not Snape. This flying snake carcass.
Oh, what a strange campaign this is.
Where, yeah, you found a little note attached to it that said something along the lines of, "Got
Oh,
it.
the
we'll
dripping
keep our eyes out."
caves. Yeah.
Yes, and this one single living bandit who is very afraid of Zephyros the Giant has agreed he'll take you there. He'll take you right to that cave.
Yeah,
So
but
we
they
should.
are expecting us.
What? They're meant to
It
expect us.
does seem that way.
Did I miss something?
And-
Who's expecting us?
The people in the cave, in the dripping caves.
That's
Well, they're not
bandits.
exactly expecting us.
allies.
They're just keeping an eye out. They're on guard.
They're not our allies, James. They're the bandits.
No, the people in the cave are the previous townsfolk that we're going to rescue.
Well,
right, but they're not just
there
staying
are-
there willingly.
Yeah.
I thought that's where they'd gone to shelter from the giants.
Oh no, you sweet summer child. The bandits
They've
have
been
kidnapped
taken there
them.
by the bandits. I mean, Elora, whoever you are, DM person, can you confirm that?
I don't know that you've learned that information, so
we
I
don't know
cannot
one way.
confirm
No,
that.
exactly. Like, we don't know one way or the other, Josh. You're thinking one thing is guaranteed true. I'm thinking the other is guaranteed true. But the truth is, we don't know what to expect. But we do have a
The
guy to
thing
ask.
that the
What we
thing you
know
were
is
told
that-
was that they're in a cave.
We know that one of the bandits sent out that flying snake, and the flying snake came back with the note. So
What
Saying
did the
they're
note say?
expecting
the
us.
bandit is communicating with somebody in the cave or in that direction.
What did the note say?
Got it.
It
We'll keep an
said-
eye out.
Yes.
I don't think that guy thought he was going to lose. I reckon he said he was going to send a shipment of grand jewels from Nightstone. And he sent it to, like, Neverwinter.
Now
No.
who's delusional?
Either way, we will ask... What has this guy got a name? You, George.
No, not any name but George.
Right,
man.
fine. You know what? George can stay on Tuesday. Fred, what's the
Perfect.
what's the situation up at Dripping Cave? Are we expecting enemies?
Sassuro, are you okay? You sound different.
No, I've got chest and face.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Sassuro didn't ask him that. James did.
As he's just kind of starts leading you guys that way, he will say, this is where we found the townspeople. And, well, we're trying to get them out right now. But, Kella's in charge over there. She can tell you more.
And Keller is a bandit like you? And Keller is a bandit like you? Fucking hell, forget to remember. Sassuro, come in. Sassuro, come in. Yeah, is Keller a bandit like you?
I wouldn't call us bandits, but sure.
What would you call
Jeez.
you yourselves? The people who take over whole towns during the midst of a crisis?
If that's the way you want to see it, if you seem like your minds are made up. We're here to help these people, but, you know, it's fine.
Help them how?
You know, cleaning up the mess, freeing them from that cave.
Freeing them from the cave.
Yeah, apparently they, as I understand it, they hid in that cave when the giant started dropping boulders. And then the giants just followed them, dropped a bunch of boulders outside the cave, and now they can't get back out.
Then why would you wouldn't want to accept outsiders' help?
Because I don't know you. Whoa.
That is a piss poor reason.
He just holds his hands up and continues walking to the north, and it is not a far journey. It is maybe half a mile. When you see you can see actually that like the hills out here are kind of dotted with a lot of caves. It's kind of a hilly, rocky area. And as you get closer, you see a bit of movement. Looks like some people and a wagon with a mule are outside this cave with a lot of boulders just outside it. Here it is.
Ooh.
Here we are. And he'll just point over there. And you guys see that there are a few more of these bandit-looking guys that it looks like they are in the process of like digging, but like they're being very slow about it and like very careful, it looks like. And you see a woman in like a dark green cloak sort of leaning on the side here, clearly not doing much, but standing near like the wagon and just actually watching, staring intently in your direction. And she clearly sees you when you like get close enough to be spotted, unless you are trying to sneak up or anything.
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't
You
think
see this guy who was leading you. He's got his arms waved and he's kind of waving them wildly as you get closer. He starts shouting, Kella! Kella! These people, they attacked the town! They ran us out! They killed a bunch of us!
Yeah, I kind of thought that would happen.
She's
It doesn't
just-
sound heroic when you say it like that.
Oh, and actually he is here. There we go. Same guy. There he is with you. And she's just sitting there with her arms kind of crossed, looking like a little bemused by this whole situation. As you get closer, even before you are close enough to actually hear her, you can intuit that maybe she's like booming her voice with some magic or something. She says, "Well, come on out then. I'm already expecting you." And she's just standing there casually, waiting for you to walk up.
Yeah, I'll approach.
As you get closer, you see this is this woman. She looks like this. If it's gonna show up, there it is.
Ooh.
Yeah, she looks each of you up and down. You can see that like one of her eyes is clearly like red, while the other one is brown. It looks like it might be like fake even. And she's just kind of looking at each of you in turn, taking it in. Well, what do you have to say? What can I do for you?
Where are the people?
She nods lazily towards all these giant boulders that these guys are carefully digging out. Right in that cave. We're in the process of freeing them. It sounds like, if I'm understanding this situation correctly, it sounds like you might have driven out my men from Nightstone. Is that correct?
A couple.
It was not their town to take.
The leader, he was... I think we had his name, right?
Yes, Zolkin.
Zolkin would not accept any aid, including priestly aid.
He had orders not to let anyone in. That seems strange. You tried to force aid upon him?
In addition, he was very shifty and reluctant to really tell us anything that wasn't a lie.
The prevailing theory was that you had run the people out of town after the giant attack.
Did you? What did you find any evidence to support that? Did you see my men looting or destroying anything?
They admitted to us as to what you did.
What did they admit?
That you guys took over the town and drove the people out.
They did not. Are you bluffing right now?
I'm lying to see if she'll just admit to it. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess. Give me a deception
That's also
check.
giving us a deception check.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
I had to make it believable.
With disadvantage. Because she knows what she ordered her men to do before she left.
All right. Wait, let's see if I want to make that a 14. Give me a second.
What I am surprised about
Yes,
is
it's a 14 plus 2 from Nova.
This guy with us thought that we drove the town out when he was so scared of the giant. But I suppose he thinks we're on the giant's side, is that right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, he would have mentioned that as he ran up.
I had mentioned the giant, I thought.
They summoned a giant!
We
I forgot that
summoned
you
the
guys
giant.
did that. They're in league with them. And yeah, she looks very surprised at this.
We're not in league with any giants.
She looks to you, Morthos, and says, I think you and I both know that's not true. So, no. And you're working with the giants, are you?
No.
From where I'm standing, you all look very suspicious and bandit-like. Should I kill you where you stand, since that seems to be sort of the fair response?
Hey, we'd only killed one person. That was in self-defense. We did. I think we killed one, or was it two? With the
more than one was killed for sure.
we killed one with the blade.
One guy you made slip and fall, break his neck, died
Oh,
instantly.
he did die, didn't he? That wasn't intentional, but he did die. Yes, he was not meant to die.
We'll count that one as a manslaughter.
Blended someone at the end, right?
Oh, for sure, he was decapitated. Yeah, let me go back and look at that map real quick.
Yeah, I think it was
see
just those two,
3 bodies on the ground.
Did you kill
And-
one as well, Josh?
The rest you ran
I
off.
don't remember. I don't think so, because I was
You didn't
only
kill
focused
Zolkin,
on
though.
the main guy.
No, we didn't kill... and I thought Zolkin was, for the most part, the only one Peverell, Nikari, and Sassuro were attacking. Did Morthos
It's
just-
the only one I was
Kill
going
his
for.
snake, though. You super killed
Are you
him.
sure
We
killed
did
Zolkin?
shoot the snake. No, we killed him and
didn't
then
kill
spare
him.
the dying Tim. But that's who we
Oh,
were
okay,
attacking.
okay. Oh, Peverell spared the dying as he jumped out the window, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He shot him with a guiding bolt and then spare the dying at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't... Yeah. That may have been...
What
one or
exactly
two deaths.
is your interest in this town and its peoples?
Kella will kind of like pinch the brow of her nose, looking quite exasperated. And she reaches into her little satchel and pulls out a document that she unfolds. And she says, "We had a deal with the people here."
So why didn't your
freeing
people
them.
tell us that? Why are they being so skeevy? And to put it simply, a bunch of assholes.
I
You didn't have to fight.
don't. No, you didn't. It sounds like you forced your way into a town that tried to politely tell you to leave.
Was there
I'll
polite about it?
explain myself. Oops. Let me just say it plainly. I'll take some of the blame for this. Zolkin is an idiot, but he had orders not
Yes,
to
he
let
is.
anyone in and not to reveal exactly who we are.
Why?
It's bad form to advertise our business everywhere, but since you've gone and caused this mess, there's no point in being coy anymore. Let me introduce myself properly. My name is Kella. I work with the Zentarim.
Ooh, what do we know about this interim?
I
You
roll my
guys-
eyes.
Can give me
I know
a
them.
history check.
I know nothing.
Nikari knows nothing.
I'm assuming I probably heard.
I'll give a history
Oh,
check.
Peverell,
but
you can give me
Morthos-
with advantage.
Morthos does know the Zentarim are, just from his work.
Sorry, Mikayla, was it a history check you wanted?
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why Sassuro knows so much about the Zentarim, but it's a 25.
Mhm.
Do you allow me to know who they are, Mikayla?
What do you think Morthos knows?
He knows that he knows all the information that's revealed in Baldur's Gate 3.
I haven't played that game, so I don't know. But
That they
You
go
do run
around
across the
sneakily. They'll work with anyone strictly for a profit and gain. Doesn't matter if they're good or bad. They're sneaky undercover a lot of the times.
okay, sure.
Trying to places to hide out.
Black markets.
Yeah, but they're usually assholes.
I would say
But
that.
but willing to work
but-
with anyone. Like they're willing to work with you. They're actually kind of cool. If
You immediately changed. You
Yeah,
convinced
Joker.
yourself.
Actually, not that bad when you really think about it.
No, they are. It's a very interesting that they are so morally non-existent. And that they're always
Yeah.
playing like that from what I've seen, that they're just morally, they don't have any morals or any
Yeah.
qualms at all, apart from money.
Okay, then, yeah, I'll say Sassuro and Morthos. You guys would specifically know them as, like Morthos said, mercenaries. Famously, they build themselves as the best mercenaries money can buy. And yeah, I think Morthos, with your work with what are those guys called? The Hell Riders and all that, you
Yeah.
might have just picked up that they indeed will just work for the highest bidder. They don't really have any kind of particular loyalties or anything. But Peverell specifically, you
I
know
got a
a
dirty
little
20.
more.
Filthy, even.
Yeah. What you know is actually something a little different that your mentor in the Harpers told you, Leosin.
Ooh.
You would know kind of the same basic stuff about them being, strong mercenaries,
Mhm,
looking to make a profit always.
mhm.
But he didn't give you like a lot of like super in-depth details or anything, but when he was just kind of going over the classic sort of enemies of the Harpers, he did give you a brief rundown of the Zentarim.
Mm.
And you would know from what Leosin has told you that They, on the surface, are indeed those mercenaries, but their main interest is in acquiring, like, power and influence. And, you know, there are rumors that they do a lot of shadier stuff. There are rumors of blackmail, extortion, all that kinds of stuff. But to the public, to the general people, the Zentarim are famous mercenaries.
With that information then, and knowing that she's kind of, our factions are kind of enemies of each other, I will repeat myself again. What is your business with this town?
Can I step back and start casting a ritual behind this rock? I will explain myself. If they see, I will explain myself, but I just...
Whisper the
Kellis
invitation.
noticed that and looks right at you.
Yep, I'll just look over.
Going there? It's kind of rude.
Just to create something to help with your rock situation. The townspeople deserve help regardless of who it comes from.
I agree.
I'm creating a servant.
Someone reasonable, finally.
I didn't say that I had any opinions for or against your people. I just think the people inside deserve assistance.
She will roll her eyes and not listen to Sassuro anymore.
Yeah, and then I go back behind the rock and start carry on very quietly.
She shows you, Peverell, that document that she was holding.
Yes, I'd like to look over it, please.
She will let you get closer and take a look at it. And you can see that it is an agreement with the town of Nightstone and the Zentarim that they will basically set up like a garrison, a permanent protection pact, in exchange for, taxes, trade agreements, that kind of stuff. It's like very clearly giving the Zentarim power in the town of Nightstone, but in exchange it is like they are going to defend this town, obviously.
Not very well.
Yeah, I
4 level 3s.
You can see that it is signed by quite a few people. There are quite a few names at the bottom.
Oh, it's a petition. Yeah, I will. I'll, after reading this over, and it looks pretty like official and professional, right? It doesn't look like it's forged or anything like that.
No, yeah, it's very official. And she will say, "We reached an agreement with the people here, and we're in the process of freeing them, so we can get Nightstone up and running again."
You're taking advantage of them because they're scared of the incoming war. This is heavily leveraged on your benefit.
Is it? She will say, "Do you think these people are willing to give up their lives or a little extra in taxes?"
I think considering a small group out of adventurers took all your men out and left them running for the hills, I'd say that your defenses are not worth what they've put on the table.
Well, I'd say it's not your decision to make. Are you from here? Who even are you? No, who are you people, actually?
Do not give us any sass right now.
Why? You've murdered my men.
They asked to be murdered.
From where I'm standing, you look very bandit-like.
Who's still standing?
I push my weasel further down into it.
Everybody, calm down. Morthos. There were several footprints leading away from the town. Seems as if they left in a hurry. Your men were the only ones remaining. It looked suspicious, and their behavior didn't help.
Yes.
I'm sorry your men are dead.
I'm sorry, too. Because, who's going to defend these people now? You? Are you moving in?
You sound like you don't really care they're gone now. Which I commend you for that.
According to this contract, their defense is your priority.
Well, now it's been greatly reduced from what I hear.
As it
What
would
are you
if you
going
would
to do
attack.
to fix it?
Well, I can clear this rocks for you.
I wouldn't. It's very delicate. You can see... she'll motion to the men who are... They are, digging very carefully. It looks, kind of unstable. Like it might collapse at any moment. if they don't dig it just right. She says, it's been a bit of a process.
What if I just destroy the rocks?
You might fully collapse the cave and kill everyone inside.
I see.
I guess that tracks with your record so far, so...
I don't bite. That was not something I said in character. I meant, I don't give in to her attempt to...
Yeah, she's trying to goad you for sure.
I don't think we need moral judgment from the... for whatever your faction's called again.
From Lord Neverburn's lads.
Yeah, what is it? What's the faction again? Zentarim?
Zentarim.
Zentarim.
Or
I don't
Zent.
think, yeah, I don't think we
call
need a
them
moral
Zents.
judgment from the Zents, of all people.
Sorry, Mikayla, can I interrupt with a completely random question? What was the name of
Okay.
this cave?
It's called Dripping Cave.
Thank you, carry on.
She just shrugs and says, well, I could take or leave your morality. My question stands. If we leave, who is going to defend these people? You? Most of their guard is dead. Their duchess has died. So please tell me your better plan.
Above table, do we know how this would work? Like, would the nearest city produce guards for surrounding towns? Is that how that works? Or is that, like, how does society work in this world?
Let's go. Well, you know that Nightstone is like a very tiny, kind of insignificant town.
Mhm.
That, like, maybe Waterdeep might send some people if they requested aid, but you know that no one from Waterdeep has come since they were attacked.
Mhm.
Or Daggerford to the south. Those are the two biggest towns that are nearby if they needed assistance.
Mhm.
But those are both like Waterdeep's like 50 miles, Daggerford's like 70. So yeah, it's kind of like, you know, you protect yourself. The town is like with its walls and moat set up, it is naturally set up to be safe, but it's not officially part of like the Lord's Alliance or anything, so
Mhm.
like it wouldn't be their priority to send people there, you know.
Yeah, I'll walk away from her and gesture for everyone to like gather round to talk.
Okay, rude.
Would I have
She
finished?
says.
Rude.
Give a fuck.
Would I have finished servanting at this point?
Sure, you can
Yeah.
summon an unseen servant.
So I'll just leave Clancy to sit at the side here and just say you sit there and wait.
Aw, Lance.
And then I will just look to her and say, I think we need to discuss amongst ourselves. You've presented a very different image than Zolkin did.
And I will admit, Zolkin is stupid. But
The
he had
stupidity
strict
was-
orders not to let anyone in, which he tried to do.
The stupidity was understandable. The rudeness and anger was less so.
Well, I'm
It was
sorry
provocative.
that he didn't roll out the welcome mat for
Thus
a group
we
of
were provoked.
strangers. I will set a notice to everyone I know to be
For
very
a group
polite.
of what? Sorry, what did she say? For a group of what?
A group of strangers.
Truba.
She says, I'll tell everyone I know to be very polite next time they meet strangers, possible bandits, or anything, you know, so they aren't forced into being attacked.
You'd think that a person in a tower who is claiming to need aid for their town would take aid when it was offered and not be suspicious and lying through their teeth.
I'm sure he
We were
claimed
moving
no
over
such
there,
thing.
Peverell, to speak quietly together.
But go ahead. She's
Um,
just looking at her nails.
Of all the time to not be a cleric of war.
well, I did want to ask, like, is Peverell very clearly a priest of a goodly clergy?
I mean,
I
I
believe
don't think.
Kellamvor is technically neutral.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure Kellamvor, like his teachings, tell about, go out and rid the world of evil, unless it's necromancy per se. I don't
Just
know.
because
It's
a
bit
lot of the
grey.
time, especially in Forgotten Realms, a priest of Lathander, etc., would expect to be accepted into a town when they offer aid. I don't think it was crazy for Peverell to sort of expect the same thing. That's where I was at.
Sure.
I'll look to her and say, some assistance will come delicately from my comrade here, and I will wrap a spare blanket around Clancy and send Clancy over to start clearing like really small rocks so that he can't in any way endanger the fragility of the situation. He's just going to do like really menial, boring work for them.
Yeah,
just
she
helping
will
with the small
nod,
rocks.
and you see she nods to one of the other guys over here who just kind of looks unsure, but then directs Clancy to start just taking rocks. They are like picking away very carefully with their pickaxes and stuff. So yeah, he's taking the rubble.
Yeah, cool. And then I will go over to speak with Peverell, Morthos, and Nikari quietly in the huddle.
Yeah, huddle up, gang.
And I'll say, well, we could request Waterdeep to come to the aid of this town. The guard captain did say that she would back us if we ever did need to speak to the authority in that city.
Didn't you see an official agreement with the Zentarim, though? If they've got a mercenary agreement, they won't send aid for free as well, will they? I didn't think that's how it worked.
Well, they barely have anyone to defend the town anyway. They won't stay here if there's no profit.
Once they get the villagers out, and these people here who are excavating them are there as well, I think we made a mistake. I made a mistake.
We did what we could with the information we had.
Next time I'll be more cautious. I didn't mean for him to die.
Who?
Tried to get to the bridge. Made him slip on the ice, but he fell down the hatch.
Sassuro, we were in a fight. It was either us or them. They made their choice.
No, we weren't. Nobody was fighting when I did that.
Oh.
That was the first casualty. This guy who slipped on some frozen ice and broke his neck.
It's also the first humanoid Sassuro's ever killed. Like,
Whoa.
we had the... I mean, I suppose they were the kobolds, but...
Sassuro hates
a couple of the kobolds.
Yeah,
well,
they
yes
don't
and
have
no.
souls.
Like, he perceives them as mostly evil, right? Whereas humans are, you know, they're an ambiguity, right?
Yeah.
So you can see he looks quite distraught, and he just, we made a mistake. How are we going to help them?
We'll do whatever we can.
Can you help clear rocks without destroying them?
Well, I can cast force damage. I assume it can just destroy it.
That sounds really dangerous.
Yeah, that is very
Not like-
destructive.
Mage hand. Have you got anything like that? Any, either of you? Spellcastery peoples?
No,
I didn't
I
take
don't
mage
have
hand
anything like
because
that.
I was told someone else had mage hand.
I do.
It's true.
I do have
I
We
can
cast
get a very few
thaumaturgy and
people out
shake the rocks
slowly.
closed.
Oh, wow.
What was that,
I could
Nikari?
get one
Nikari?
person in.
We didn't get anything in Elora from the beginning.
I could get very few people out very, very slowly. I could
And that-
get one person in now.
Ooh. Hmm.
How does that work? Is it just a flat distance you can teleport? Because what happens if you teleport into a wall?
Well, assumably she can see a crack through or something, right?
Oh, so
You
would it have
see
to
there
be a
is,
space you
like,
see?
a little gap where you can see that on like the horse they have like a few rations and things bundled in. It looks like they were passing stuff in through the little gap there. So yeah, you could see inside a bit, but not much.
Well, we
It might be small enough for maybe Sassuro to squeeze in.
Well,
Or
it
no.
only needs to be like an eye hole, right? And then Nikari can teleport somebody, and that's what she was saying.
Yeah.
I don't know much about moving rocks, but it seems like it'd be a lot safer if you're blasting rocks away from the inside.
I don't know if blasting is a good idea right now.
I went in last steady blast.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Collapse. Even from the inside, it could collapse.
And then we'll just have to lend our hands and backs as we can. With that, if you guys don't stop him, Sassuro's gonna nod, move away back to that rock, and start casting Unseen Servant.
Oh, multiple?
And a 5
I
at a
love that.
time if I don't stop it up.
Oh, wow.
Nikari, if you could get me in, I could patch up the people who could be injured from this collapse.
I thought you might say that.
We should ask Kella's permission to assist.
I've slowly turned my head.
She's just watching you guys.
They've agreed to help the town.
Do you have an answer?
I know you don't like them, but I think we should work with them, at least for now. And I will approach just very hesitantly and look to the others to see if anybody wants to speak first. Otherwise, I will offer our aid.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. It was my mistake that caused the battle at Nightstone.
Wow.
As you might have guessed from the state of the battle at Nightstone, we are capable in many ways, and we'd like to lend our assistance, first of all, to extracting these villages, potentially to helping some of them as well. My comrade can help our cleric get inside, where they can help from the inside and patch up the villages. I can lend magical assistance to moving rocks, and we can all lend our arms.
She looks at the rest of you a little thoughtfully. Well, I won't turn away help if it's being offered.
Yeah. We'll go over here and see if Clancy can also become Pamela, Petunia, Patricia,
Clarissa.
and Patsy. No, they're all P's. The other 4.
What about Clancy?
Clancy and the 4 P's, isn't it? Once I've got Clancy and the 4 P's, I will spend 10. I will do some mage handing, and basically
Nice.
try and just lend as much aid as possible. Over time.
Very
And,
sweet.
I'll go
leave you
over
guys to your
and
plans.
peer into the hole. Do I see like? I see.
What a chasm this is!
Mind out of the gutter, James.
I was good at that. It was just the way I go over and I look into the hole.
She said peer. She said peer into the hole.
Sure.
Yeah, looking in. I mean, it's pretty dark. You can see, like, kind of further in the cave, maybe someone has. No, I don't think they would have a torch lit, because, oxygen's at a premium. So yeah, it's dark in there, but you got dark vision. You can hear some voices of people, like, talking inside, and yeah, you can see a bit. From what you can hear, it sounds like quite a few people in there.
Hello in there.
Hello? Is that you, Kella? Have you made progress?
No, Kella's still out here, but my name's Nikari. I just wanted to give you a warning that I'm going to be sending in somebody to help you.
Help? Okay. Do we need to do anything? We've got
Maybe just
kids and
dig
elderly
into
in
the wall.
here. Okay, they
Just for
will
a moment.
follow your orders, and you can see a bit the people huddled around near the entrance back up. Kind of, clear out a space for you. Do
Ready?
your dark work.
Ready?
Boom, portal, shove him in. Out he goes.
Once again, as you shove him through the portal, you just say,
I don't like it.
yeah, I don't like being shoved through a portal. As I pop out the other side, I just go, hello there.
Goodness, you see a group of really haggard, down-looking just regular villagers. The majority of them are humans, but you do see what looks like maybe a tiefling mother and son, and one family of halflings. But otherwise, it looks like about maybe like 20 or more people are in here.
Yeah, I'll just say, after I say hello, I'll say I'm a cleric. I have healing capabilities at my disposal. I'm here to make sure that everyone's okay and no one's too badly injured. But firstly,
Okay.
has anyone? This may seem insensitive. Has anyone perished during this collapse?
Well, you see, oh yeah, there's actually 30 people, I just counted. And you see one, the only dwarf amongst them, steps forward. The others kind of part to let him pass. He says, unfortunately, yes, he will, like, kind of nod to a corner of the cave where you see a couple of bodies are just kind of like wrapped in what look like cloaks. It says Nestor and Sarvin, they both didn't make it after we got past or got into this cave, unfortunately.
Okay, please allow me, and I will walk past the dwarf. I'll go over to the two bodies and crouch down, and while saying a prayer to Kellenvor to take the spirits of these people and take them to the next saying, "Ooh, please come and judge these people." Sounds sounds so awful, but you know what I mean.
Shepherd them along on the next
Yes.
phase of their journey.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. And I will cast Bless the Dead on both those bodies. So this kind of grey, foggy, misty magic kind of seeps into their bodies as I cast this spell.
You see, quite a few people they just kind of have their heads bowed, like in a moment of silence. You see, as you start like tending to them, a couple of kids start crying, and they start like wailing to their mother, something about grandpa. It looks like maybe one of them was their grandfather. But yeah, the tiefling woman will come over and speak up. You're a priest of Kellenvor.
I am, yes.
We're grateful to have you here. I've been doing what I can, but without any materials, we could really use some help.
Of course, please. Take me to who needs it.
Yeah. Very quickly, she will show you to the people of Nightstone. You see a few families. Some people are tending like broken limbs and scars from fleeing and the rocks falling and whatnot. A lot of them, though, just look mainly like hungry and exhausted.
Oh yeah, of course. I'll do my best then to. I mean, I don't mind using spell slots, but if I can, like,
You don't have to
relocate like shoulders and like stitch up wounds and stuff like that.
The
then
tiefling
I'll
woman will
definitely do
like
that.
immediately hop in, helping you. It looks like she has some medical training, and yeah, the two of you are able to tend to the injured.
After that's done and everyone seems relatively okay now, I'd like to ask the tiefling woman: is the sorry, I'm not familiar with the town's hierarchy. Is the mayor here or leader of the town?
Lady Nandar, we assumed she was in the keep, but well, Kella and the rest told us that she didn't make it. So she kind of looks over to the dwarf for a second. She lowers her voice a bit. Morak has been sort of leading us since we're in here, but we don't have an official leader anymore, it sounds like.
Do you know anything about a deal that they may have made with the Zents? gonna start using that like it's a slur now.
She says, no, we made that deal. We were in here a few days when, thankfully, Kella and her men showed up, cleared enough to get us some food and, water down here. But she showed up with this contract and offered it to us. A majority of adults in town had to sign, which we did. And now, thankfully, even without Our Lady, the town will still have some defenses, hopefully.
Would the nearby city of Waterdeep not offer you aid if you requested it?
I mean, possibly, but without Lady Nandar, she just like sighs, we're just peasants. I know that people have been suffering all over and Waterdeep is spread thin. It was honestly really fortunate that Kella showed up when she did. And you'll hear the dwarf behind you speak up.
Too fortunate.
That's what
I was
I'm
going to say
thinking.
something similar. He says, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't trust him. He looks at the cave in and you can see that he's like tired and scuffed up. It looks like he's been maybe trying to dig a little from this side. But he says, what I know about Zentarim is they're going to bleed us dry and they'll save us now, sure, but what is it going to cost in the end? And the tiefling woman, who I will give you her name because she does have a name. I don't know why I'm being mysterious. Her name is Destiny.
Ooh.
She'll say, well, what other choice do we have, Morak? We have no lady. Most of our guards have died. If nothing else, the Zents can help us get back on our feet. And you can tell that this is like an argument that they probably have been having for a while.
Yeah.
And it looks like Morak, you saw the document, so you didn't see his name, Morak, on there. So it looks like most of the adults signed, and he was one of the holdouts.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I agree with him. The only thing the Zents care about is money and power, and they have no qualms with how to get it. The second you don't have something to offer them, they will leave you just as defenseless as you currently are.
Morak, the dwarf, just comes up to you and he's like crossed his arms. He's nodding along. He's like, "This is what I've been saying. Thank you." An outside voice. We shouldn't trust this. The tiefling Destiny, she just kind of sighs and gives like a little, like a little shrug, and she looks over. She kind of motions to the other people behind you. You see, elderly, kids, people huddled up looking scared. And she says, what other choice do we have?
No, I understand you. I had no idea how long you would be in here, when someone else would come across. I understand the desperation. But you can still say no. The contract isn't magically binding. You can still...
magically, but... I mean, they have weapons and we're farmers. She says that low to not scare anyone. She says, even if we told them to go away, what then? Will they leave us here?
I have friends outside of this caving who are trying to help get you out. If they raise swords against you, we will defend you.
That is really appreciated. Are you... I mean, I'm sorry, I don't even know who you are.
Forgive me. My name's
Stormborn.
Forgive me. My name's Peverell.
Peverell, I'm very grateful to meet you and for what you've done here. I can't speak for everyone here, even if what you say is true, and I don't doubt it. But everyone else in town, the majority at least, have agreed that this is what we can do for Nightstone in the moment.
Sorry, can I just ask a question? Did we hear from the villagers that they had seen or witnessed Lady
Nandor?
Nandor?
They did not see her. During the attack, they fled. Okay, wait. Actually, Destiny will tell you this, so I'll just tell you it above table when you ask about like the lady of the town. During an emergency, they are supposed to flee up that little bridge into the keep, which is like separate from the town. But one of those giant boulders went and hit the bridge. That was one of the first things that was hit, so they couldn't get into the keep. And so that's why they ran out of town to a cave, basically.
But what makes them think that Lady Nando's is
And-
dead?
That is what they were told by Kella.
Is it?
It is.
Is it?
Suspicious,
Ah.
no.
Now we have an answer. We can go back and murder some more Zents, and then work our way into the main town and see what's what and where's where and who's who.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
thinking.
Sassuro does not say any of the above at all, but
yeah,
James is curious.
Yeah,
certainly
so
not like that.
They didn't know.
Sassuro's outside. Unseen servant, unseen servant, unseen servant, unseen servant.
Yeah.
Mage hand, unseen servant.
Yeah, they didn't know themselves what happened with Lady Nandar. They assumed that she was sending people to come and save them, and yeah, that never happened.
On the outside, assuming is Morthos also helping to move like tiny rocks? I imagine that's what Nikki would start doing. Would be starting to move tiny rocks. Does Morthos join in,
Good
or
question.
what is Morthos doing?
Morthos is currently standing right next to the lady with his arms crossed, watching the situation.
So you're
unfold,
posed
but
just
he's-
like her. That's how she was posed, supervising.
He's posted right next to her, but not saying a word to her.
So they're both
Waiting to see.
supervising.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, but Morthos would start helping as soon as other people started helping.
Okay,
As of
and
right
at
now,
some
We
point,
started helping straight away.
I'm gonna like.
Well, I thought it was
pull-
just the unsafe servants doing stuff right now.
So I'm gonna like try to pull Morthos away from the wall a bit after we've been moving rocks for a little bit. Morthos, I don't. Do you think that this is really as precarious as she seems to say it is?
What do you mean?
The rocks.
Fuck no.
I mean, I don't know much about it, but
I don't trust shit about her. I've dealt with the Zentarim before.
structurally, how does it look?
We have been working on this now for a little while, right? So
Yeah, Peverell
Yeah,
was in there
assuming some time
tending
has
to
passed.
people. What would a rock check be? A perception check? Or investigation? Either one, I guess, is fine.
Nature?
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
if you're a
Yeah.
dwarf, stone
Yeah,
cutting
we
checks
can
tend to be
do-
history.
I know. If only one of you was a dwarf. If you were a dwarf,
And a
I would
historian.
spoil you.
Um,
Yeah, give me a survival check. That feels good. That feels organic.
Sick. It was almost a natural 20. 15.
These boulders are. It is kind of precarious. Like these boulders are massive. Clearly too big for a human to have moved here. It looks like, indeed, what you've heard, like the same kind of boulders you saw all scattered throughout Nightstone. The giants maybe just dropped a bunch of them outside this cave so that they couldn't come back out. But it is really hard to be sure if it is actually that delicate or not. You can see you guys are making progress, though. Like, that little opening is big enough for Sassuro to get in.
ooh,
easier.
is it? Okay.
Yeah, you could squeeze in.
Yeah, seeing this, can I head in
Mhm.
and say, hello, I'm with Peverell here. I've just come in to have a look.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, the people are looking around, very intrigued by these new, strange visitors. But yeah, you see much the same sight Peverell saw.
I spent almost all of my life living in a cave.
Exactly.
I'm curious whether I know if we could widen out this gap with it more quickly without causing structural damage.
Okay.
Now that we can see it from the inside, like, can we work
I
out
love
if,
that.
or maybe a different area needs to be excavated to blast us out. The unseen servants can fit through a space 1 inch wide, so I could bring them all in if I need to.
That's so fun. Yeah, why don't you give me a survival check with advantage?
Jesus Christ.
can-
I look to my good friend Peverell and say, I grew up in a cave. I think that I might be able to understand a little bit more of this. Does Cannonball have any words of assistance?
Any way to guide me from that?
I'll walk forward and I'll place a paw upon your shoulder.
How cute.
And what are you doing exactly?
I'm trying to make a survival check to determine whether we can widen this space without causing big troubles.
Yes.
And I'm
As
shit at survival.
Yeah, as I put my paw upon your shoulder,
Gave you
and this like
advantage.
grey magic kind of like causes your eyes to glow grey, I'll just say, "Tell us what you see."
Mikayla, did you say with advantage?
Yes.
Okay,
If
so
you
the
live
first
in a
roll was
cave.
a 10, 9 plus 1. Second roll is a 10 plus 1, which is an 11 plus guidance, which is a 4, 15.
Hey.
I know exactly
That's
as
the
much from
same
in here
thing.
as Nikari knew from out there.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
shit.
true. But also, I mean,
There's more to know in here.
yeah, it looks like the concern is that, like, if one of these becomes dislodged, you've got a huge boulder just rolling down and bowling all these people like pins. So, your instincts might be correct that it might be, like, more expedient to dig from this side.
Okay. I will inform Norman, this guy here, that I will be clearing from the inside now, and the unseen servants will do their nice little. It's like waiter service at a restaurant, like
Oh,
a
they're
really
so
fancy
cute.
restaurant. They just
Yeah, they're butlers.
They come in and they start. So effectively they'll group up and work as a team. Sassuro will guide them. He's probably cleared cave-ins at home. Whilst he's not got major magic that is good in a cave-in, I assume that most kobolds don't have any magic, so even just a single unseen servant and mage hand is enough to help.
Cool.
Always interesting when Nova gets out the keyboard.
I like it.
But yeah, and then I will direct these unseen servants to start clearing out, and I will also look to. It was there and then it wasn't. Can the dwarf
Candledeep.
Morak.
Yeah.
Deep?
No, I was going to call him Koram. Morak is much better. I'll look to Morak and say, if you know any more than I do about this, maybe we could get this space open a little bit more quickly, get you guys out, and then start thinking about solutions. And look for Lady
Right.
Nando's.
He will nod to you. He's like, okay, let's do this. Morak will come over and directing the unseen servants with his, with both of your cave living knowledge. You are able to find like a good kind of like boulder that would be easier to clear, more on the side, like away from the opening. It looks like this one, if you moved it just so, you might be able to open a way out faster.
We
I'm
do
going
so.
to look
Yes,
over
we do.
at Kella. Does she or any of the other Zentarim seem in any way perturbed that this might be going faster than they had expected?
Give me an insight check. You see, Kella's mostly been talking with Fred, who led you here. Like, he is giving her the whole rundown of everything that happened, including summoning the giant, which you think Kella is maybe smarter than those guys and has pieced together. It was probably not actually a giant.
Well, I need to talk. I need to go talk to Kella.
17. Yeah, looking at you guys, like, put together all these resources and this ingenuity, this interesting way of working. She looks actually kind of less scowling and more kind of intrigued by what you guys are doing. So yeah, she does seem interested when Sassuro goes in with all the servants. She doesn't look like nervous or worried that they're getting dug out. No.
Okay.
Did you want to do something, Morthos? You said you want to talk to her?
Yes.
Okay. Whoa, what the hell just happened? Oh my god. Just did something
just
crazy with the music.
That happens to me so often. Have you got the... Oh, there you go. You've got that. Cool.
Did you see that it was playing everything at
Yeah,
once?
so there's a shuffle button, and if you accidentally click on the shuffle button, it changes to simultaneous.
Okay, I see what happened there.
I've done that so many times that I'm like, nothing's playing, nothing's playing. Oh my god, everything's playing.
I was like, what is this? Okay.
At least you have one stop button. Sometimes I've got to press stop on every one of them, and I have to drag us to the home screen and back.
Okay, yeah, Morthos, please.
Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
What is the significance of this town?
Significance.
Why would the giants attack here?
Well, it's a popular hunting destination for nobles in Waterdeep, or so I hear.
For nobles, not for giants.
She smiles a little wider and says, well, from what I hear, the giants wanted the titular Nightstone of Nightstone. Do you know of it? You're from here, right?
Are you sure that the giants weren't summoned by some other people to do their dirty work? I heavily am hinting her being the one who got the giants to come.
She gets your hinting and gives you a even wider, toothier smile. She says, if I had the power to have giants at my beck and call, you think I'd be out here digging all day?
It's all part of your long game, whatever it is you're playing.
I respect your estimation of my abilities. No, the way I hear it, the giants dropped boulders from the sky once people ran away. They started digging out the Nightstone that's in the middle of town. That's where the town gets its name from. This huge chunk of something. I don't know, like obsidian maybe? It was just in the middle of the town. And yeah, they wanted it. And Sassuro, you do remember when you were looking around, there was like a big pit in the town square where it looked like something huge was, and then is not anymore. She just shrugs to you, Morthos. As for my interest...
Wait, never mind. Now she's still talking.
She
can
stopped
finish
talking.
If she's not, I'll walk away if she's not talking. I would say.
She says, as for my interest, the Zentarim's interest, well, once we get our people there and properly trained, it's quite a well-defended little place. Obviously, you've shown us some weaknesses in that defense. We'll be sure to shore those up.
You lied. 4 measly people come in and get through your defenses.
I didn't allow
One of
anything.
those 4 that doesn't even attack things. Because he doesn't take any damage spells.
No, but she, nods to Fred right next to her. She says, these guys are pretty stupid.
Morthos actually laughs when she says that. She just got him on her good side.
And once I'm there, and we get things back in order, we won't have any more incidents like you just described.
Okay, I walk away.
Okay.
I'm gonna approach the tiefling that was helping me before.
Yep.
I'm just gonna say, when this is all over, it would be my honor to perform the funeral rites for those that have passed here. And that are passed at your town.
She will smile and say, that would be greatly appreciated. You've done more for us already than our own priest. And she gives like a little a sideways little cackle and nods to a skinny kind of cowardly looking man in the corner who you see is pointing at you and Sassuro, looking very suspicious about the whole thing.
If I know there was a priest in here, I'll go over to said priest.
Yeah, he wasn't worth mentioning, but that's your all.
Hiral. Yeah, I'll head over. Hiral?
Yes, can I help you? You see,
I-
he's wearing some obviously very dingy at this point priest robes. You recognize the sign of the rising sun on his robes. You can assume this is priest of Lathander.
Lathander. Yeah, what do I know about priests of Lathander? Like how they, like their demeanor and the things that they like believe and
I
stuff.
mean, yeah, you know that Lathander is a very popular
Mhm.
god, especially in this area amongst humans. He's all about the dawn, new life, like openness and forgiveness. But you also know Lathander and Kellamvor are kind of like united in that they both hate undead.
Ah,
That is something
lovely.
that they both, just do not stand for.
Yeah, then I'll say, my apologies, I didn't realize that there was a capable cleric in here to help those who have been hurt.
Are you being sarcastic? All right. I'm sorry.
No, I'm
I'm doing what I can here.
truthfully. Then I'm happy to lend a hand.
This is all too much. I don't know you. I don't know him or those things. He's like talking about the unseen servants. And he says, I've already got most of the town signing documents with strange groups of mercenaries, and now this is too much. See, he's very high strung.
Yeah. If only I had some herbal tea. I apologize. We only meant to help. We only wanted to help.
Well, go ahead and help then. I'll help over here and do my thing. I mean, we all appreciate what you've done, but I don't trust any of you.
Why? I understand why you wouldn't trust the Zents. Why wouldn't you trust me?
I don't know you.
You've seen my actions.
Could be a long ruse trying to earn our trust and then steal from us when the time comes. It could be any number of things.
I will speak up and say, if we wanted to steal from you, we would have done so. We're here to help. That's what we're trying to do.
You see some of the other people as Hiral is getting like worked up. Some of the other people from the town are just like telling him to shut up. Basically, they're like, "Hiral, keep it down, please." And they're like, "Yeah, he set my broken leg more than you did. Just really letting him have it." Hiral seems unpopular here.
I'll turn back and say, we're not judging you or any of your actions, and we ask not that you don't judge us or that you don't act suspicious. Just it costs nothing to be polite.
It's true.
He just he doesn't know what to say to that. He seems very like put off.
Can I look at how do his robes look? What is he wearing?
Some like pretty basic robes. It looks like they were white at one point. They're all dirty from being in this cave, and he's got like this. What do you call that bit that goes over the front? I don't know, but priests wear it, and it's got that rising sun symbol on it.
I looked at him about, how about we start with an act of kindness? I've obviously been here a while, and I'll prestidigitate his robe. Say,
wow.
Maybe start with that. Smile at him, and then completely not waiting for any reaction, turn back and immediately look to Morak, and I'm like, next step? And then carry on working with it. Like, it just, Sassuro just wants to show by example, be nice, and get the fuck on with it.
I love that. Morak looks on approvingly, and he gives you a nod and like a strong clap on the shoulder, Sassuro, that nearly knocks you over. And he says, Hiral, he's just like an acolyte. Our old priest is long gone. You shouldn't. Don't pay him any mind. That was kind of you, though.
That pat on the back, I think, just knocked him unconscious.
I was trying to look at my strength, accidentally clicked it, I rolled a 1. A dirty 1.
Yeah.
But I sort of
you go flying for sure.
It doesn't matter. Kindness costs nothing to everyone.
That's right. Now let's get these people home. Yes, Sassuro, go ahead and give me... I feel like just an intelligence check. Let's do that.
I am incredible. Now 20. for a 25. I was about to say, I am intelligent, but I thought I'd upgrade it to incredible.
You should. Yeah, it is like very easy for you to follow Morak's guidance and thus guide your unseen servants. And the two of you are like working like very much in sync at this point. Like you can see now like where he's pointing out the places where it's unsound structurally and where would be good to start moving rocks. And yeah, with that, the two of you are just bam, 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 clearing this rubble pretty effortlessly. It doesn't take long at all to get like enough of an opening that you can at least start like getting the children out if you want to do so.
At this point, noticing that Clancy is going to expire shortly, I will replace him with what's a male name beginning with P that isn't Paul?
Phil.
Phil's a weird one to start with P, but I'll get it was good.
Peverell?
Peverell, first of all.
Pedro's going to be great at doing work. I'm going to expend a spell slot to summon.
Oh wow!
To summon Pedro,
That is kind.
and then I will focus entirely because I have been using my ritual to keep, replacing. But this time, using that, I will then spend the spell slot, which means I can now fully on Mage Hand. I would suggest that you wait until at least one of your more sturdy townsfolk can get out before you start sending children into the arms of the Zentarim. My companions are out there, but...
Yeah, they're not going to, but it is big enough that a kid could get out
cool.
now. No, a lot of the parents are
Send
like...
the halflings, they're expendable.
That actually is true. There is a halfling family.
Send the halflings, they're expendable. That's true.
I didn't mean that far, but yeah. They will. I mean, if there is enough room, which there is, let me see. What's going on with this halfling family? They do have, actually, you see, it is just a mother and a bunch of kids. So, as soon as that's big enough for her to get out, you see...
Her and her courtlings can leave.
Yeah, exactly. She is going to hurry over and all out. Nikari and Morthos, you hear now some shouting from below as you see a woman is calling out to you, a halfling woman. She says, "This should be big enough now, please. Can you help me out?"
Before I respond that, above table, would it be fair to say that when we were going to be leaving the town, we led the horses somewhat nearby with our stuff?
I thought we rode
hadn't,
up here. Did we not?
We didn't specify.
Oh!
So, I feel like
I think we specified at the end of last week, didn't we? That we would go and get the carriage and head to Dripping Cave. I thought that was the plan. I'd never considered that we left the carriage back there.
I mean, we were being led by that guy, though.
That guy was leading you.
Well, he wasn't.
Yeah.
But I think we would have said, "Wait here while we grab the horses."
Yeah. I assume we walked into the carriage, put him in the carriage, and went, "Where are we going?"
Fair enough. Sure, if you want to bring your carriage. Carriage it's a wagon.
Yeah. Carriage is a strong term. You're right.
Yeah, if you want to bring your wagon and your horses this way, sure.
Just assuming that our things are nearby. I just suddenly thought of that. I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should make sure that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is our cannon wagon, isn't it? It's the horse wagon with the horses.
Yes, the one and only. Yeah.
Yes, I'm here. Can you make it?
Oh. Thank the gods. And she immediately just puts a child in your hands.
Oh, hello.
A little tiny 3-year-old kid who clearly was struggling to climb out. The rest of the kids, she's able to guide them out. You see 3 more children follow as you are just holding this one kid.
I'm holding it a foot away from your body, I feel like it's gonna explode.
Yeah, very much like, what do I do with this? And shortly after, you see this like middle-aged halfling woman squeeze out of the space between the rocks. Kella will step forward and say, well, look at that. You guys are competent. And she will go over
I roll
to...
my eyes at her.
She ignores you. She'll go over
I don't say
to
anything.
the woman and will just kind of give her like a nice pat on the shoulder, handshake, and offer her some more food, some more rations that it looks like they have to distribute to the kids. And seeing the opening that Morak and Sassuro have made, she basically tells her men to follow your lead and continue widening that space so that everyone else can get out. It will probably take another hour, maybe. But, yeah, do you want to... I don't know what you want to do with these people. You've got this halfling woman and kids outside. She looks like she's ready to go back. She's talking to Kella about sending her back home. Is that fine?
I feel like I don't know if I'm okay with that, with her and a bunch of kids going back by themselves.
Sorry, when you say her, that is the halfling lady and her children, right?
Mhm.
Not Kella and the
Yes.
children.
Yes.
No, yeah.
Okay,
Kella
good. She's
was-
not lining up to be the Pied Piper.
She was going to send one of her men, like, on their little wagon, essentially back to town. If you don't intervene or anything, they're going to do that.
I will message Nikari and say, do one of us want to go back? So we can watch on both fronts. I fear the lady Nandar. She's just Nando's
Nandar?
in my head.
Nandos.
Nandar. Yeah.
Nandos.
I fear the lady Nandar may not be as dead as we're being told.
Perhaps we should wait here for a few more people to come so that more people can go together and less trips are needed.
You say that to Kella?
To all of them.
Out
They-
loudly.
Look at you, and then look to the opening and say, well, makes no difference to me, but it might be some time before that's big enough for like a full-size person to come out. No offense, miss, she says to the woman.
Can I ask Morak how long he thinks it will take?
Sure. I'll roll for it. Yeah, he says to get it big enough to fit like another person. Maybe half an hour.
I will
Oh,
send.
that's fine
I
then.
will send a message to Nikari saying it'll be half an hour before it's big enough for everybody to come out.
It should actually not be that long. Perhaps the children could eat their rations. We do have a tent if necessary, but if you want it,
Oh.
we can put it out. But that's only if you want it.
I don't know about you, but I can't put up a tent in less than half an hour.
It's a
Have you ever
pop-up
tried to like
Yeah,
do like a
it's
tent
a
with
tent.
poles? Like, oh, that
No,
shit's
God,
fucking
no.
hard.
God, no.
I've done it.
Did it take you 30 minutes?
Probably not. I mean, well, it was a 2-bedroom tent, so it was pretty large.
What?
Jesus.
bedroom in a
Bedroom.
tent.
I've never been in a tent I can stand up in.
Literally. Okay. I mean, this woman, what the hell's her name? Taylor, will say, okay, we can wait here, sure. You've been with the town this long already? What's a little longer? She will just, like, direct her kids over to the side as they are eating and, you know, just enjoying the sunlight. It's been a while since they've seen the sun. And, yeah, with that, it doesn't take too long for Morak and the servant squad to clear out a space big enough for a full-size human adult to squeeze on through.
I'll make sure I'm the last to leave the cave.
Oh, great. Yeah, I mean, Morak, you see, is trying to do something similar. Once he sees that it's open enough that people can leave, he starts directing them out. He goes to you, Peverell, once most people are out. Says, could you help me with the bodies?
Of course.
Oh, is it leaving time?
I have 8 strength. I hope that's enough.
Might be. Yeah. Directing all the people out. And then following behind Morak will, come to Peverell. And the two of you are able to just lift this couple of corpses and shuffle them right out. And yeah, Morthos and Nikari, you now see how many people were in there. It was a pretty sizable crowd has just appeared on the side of this hill. They all are just a lot of, cheers of relief and hugging and crying. Several people come up to shake your hand, Peverell, Sassuro, and Kella. And yeah, the town is saved.
Can I
Question mark?
slip off with Nikari?
Because the scents are still here.
Can I slip off and have a quiet chat with Nikari?
Yeah, sure.
I'll say, Nikari,
Mhm.
when I was inside, we learnt something. The reason they...
Does it sound like you were in prison?
That was in the clink.
Back in the slam!
You learned a lot.
I'll say,
Prison Sassuro.
we found out that they signed the documents mostly because they couldn't ask for help because their Lady Nanda, was not able to direct them. And they couldn't get to her because the bridge between the town and that area was broken. They only think she's dead because Kella told them that.
She might very well be dead, but it might not have been the giants that killed her.
She might not be dead at all.
It's good to know.
Well, Kella claps her hands and says, all right. I think you all have more than made up from your little blunder from earlier. Nicely done. She will nod to Sassuro, Peverell, Morak as he comes out, and kind of start directing people. She says, you don't mind if we use your wagon to transport people, right?
Of course not. But we'd like to go back to the town with the first group. Assist them there.
Okay.
I'll stay back here while we wait.
Ooh.
Have a split party.
You wanna...
I don't
No, it
wanna
makes
leave
sense.
I mean, we
from
could
here.
just all walk
Presents.
together, and only the young and infirm and elderly will ride.
Well, yeah, but that sounded like a suggestion that was made to Kella. Okay.
But it was above table, but it could be directed
Right,
at
okay, sorry.
all if need be.
I thought that might have been the courage to say. Yeah, I just don't want any of these people getting to the town before we do.
Yeah.
I agree.
Dead bodies on the bridge.
Well, partly because we scattered some bitches, and partly because they might be able to change the narrative and/or kill the Nandar before we get involved. I think that woman is still alive, and if we get involved too heavily without being
I do
careful,
too.
she will be dead.
I
Alright.
think perhaps we should all go together, and those who can't walk should ride.
You know what I think?
What do you think, Morthos?
I need to whisper to my allies.
Oh, okay.
So let's
We're having
pretend,
another huddle session.
let's pretend I'm whispering to them when no one else can hear.
Uh-huh.
The townsfolk do not know where this lady is. They think she's dead. If the Sents know she's dead, that means they saw her dead. So we should ask them to lead us to her body.
That's great plan.
Interesting. That's a good idea.
All right, let's get back to town.
Peverell does good funerals.
Yes,
That could be our
let's not.
excuse.
Oh, that's perfect.
I've
Genius.
already offered my services, and they have accepted.
For the lady Nanda?
No, for the other people that have died, I say as I'm carrying
Yeah,
the dead
yeah.
body.
But my point was, if you offer
You
your
load them into the
services
wagon.
for Lady Nanda, then you need to get to the body. Then we have a reason to go to the body. Then they have a reason to meet us. Then we can do the thing.
That's fine.
With the
yes,
what's
yes,
it?
yes, Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
I'm excited about this. I have a little thing written up to say at a funeral.
Oh, gorgeous.
Dearly
Okay.
beloved.
With 2 wagons, it's not a far walk. Yeah, I think you can transport the kids and the sick and the old in the wagons, and the rest of you can just walk half a mile.
Ooh.
What is that? 5 minutes? No problem.
And I would walk 500 minutes and save
Let's
a town.
go back to Nightstone. Where is she? Oh yeah, in my towns and villages folder, of course. Okay, here we go. Da, da, da. Look at this mess. What'd you guys do with this flying snake corpse, by the way?
Nothing.
Throw it
I've
in the
left it
river.
there.
It's a tiny little snake. Nobody will see it in the grass.
We bless it,
Alright.
then we leave it.
I cook it over a fire and eat it.
Yuck.
I bless of the dead it so that it
Let's
doesn't
say-
come back
No
alive.
undead flying snakes.
That spell
Yeah,
says humanoid on it.
Excuse me. You are able to return the people to Nightstone, and you hear as the town is within view, the people you can hear their voices are like raising in excitement. A few of the kids kind of start running ahead. Parents are yelling at them to come back, but it seems like the spirits are really high once they see the town. Are you guys trying to rush ahead? What are you thinking?
I would like to get in town before the other Zens, just so I can close the door onto this tower so that they can't see the guy I tied up in there.
Well, we told them we tied him up, right? We literally told her that he wasn't
Yeah, I know,
dead,
but
he
I
was
don't
secured.
want. I know, but I
Oh.
don't want a reminder
I
when
don't
we
actually
get
think we
it.
mentioned that specifically.
That's
No,
what
I don't think we.
I said.
Oh,
I
okay.
said we only killed 1, to which Mikayla corrected me
dear.
that it might have been 3, and that
I got 3 X's
that
here on the map.
Zolkin was alive when we left him.
Okay.
I'm staying in range of the head lady, the blonde lady. I'm staying in
Uh-huh.
her range. I'm
Okay,
not letting her
great.
disappear.
So you guys, as those of you going ahead are close enough now to the entrance, you see the drawbridge is up again.
Matter to us. Wait for Keller to tell him to put it down.
Yeah, very much that. You guys go on ahead, and from up above, you can hear shouting. All right, are you guys willing to talk now? Oh, you brought Keller, finally.
We were willing to talk the first time we were here.
Well, I wasn't willing to talk until you started killing my people. And now I
Wait,
am.
is that Zolkin?
That is Zolkin.
You made your choice. You had to deal with the consequences of it.
I thought you were sleeping.
We knocked him unconscious.
woke up.
And
Been
we
gone
tied
for
him up.
hours.
But yeah, we have been gone a long time.
Yeah, you can see he's got his boys back in the tower. Those who ran to the south of the town.
Mm-hmm.
And Kella will approach with the cart and all the people. She shouts up, booming her voice again with, you can maybe assume, thaumaturgy. Zolkin, you idiot. Bring down the bridge. He says, Kella, these are the ones. These are the guys who attacked. She says, we've sorted it out. They helped free our people. Go on, let us in. And she will motion to the huge group of villagers that you have around you now. And yeah, just a moment later, you see the drawbridge lowering once more. And you are free to enter the town of Nightstone, as are the villagers.
Her name's Kella, right? Yeah. I'll turn to her. Kella, you told these people that the lady of this town was dead. I'm sure you can understand that as a priest of Kalimvor, I'd like to ensure that her body is not raised again by undead necrotic magic. Would you be able to lead me to her body?
You see, she makes like a really kind of like disgusted face. She's like, "Ugh, you think that's going on here?
Did you fart?
When you start talking about undead, she doesn't like it. Okay. She looks to one of her guys. Said, what did you do with that body?" He says, I left it in the keep, right where it was. She says, well, there you have it. Go look at the corpse if you want. I have, important business to get to.
Can you have a chat with it, George?
I wish. I think that's next level.
Well, it can't be next level. It would have to be level 5, right?
Oh, whenever third level spell slots are. It is something I plan on getting, though. I've
We
always
could
wanted
carry
to
her
have
body
that
around
spell.
until we hit level 5.
Okay, I don't think so. I do want to see.
Do that.
I want to
Bury it and come
see
back.
if
I was only joking.
if she is dead. I want to see how she died. Like, was it by
Yes.
giant bludgeoning damage, or is it by like a dagger in the back?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Classic. I left it right where I stabbed it, is what that cultist meant.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cultist is
Yeah,
interesting.
as you guys enter the town, you see people are rushing to like their homes and just taking inventory of the place. They haven't seen it either, obviously, in some time. So you see a lot of like upset and sad looking people at the boulders littering their town. But yeah, let's see, who would go with you? I think Destiny might accompany you to the keep. She'll show you the way.
I would like that.
And it's down across this. You can see there's a big hole in the bridge where
Yes.
they were supposed to cross. They've put over some like makeshift planks essentially to reach
Okay.
that area.
Yep.
And she'll say, "This is the keep, Lady Nandar's. It was supposed to keep us safe in exactly this kind of situation. I am really upset to hear what happened and see it for myself finally."
Is this where the Nightstone's kept?
Oh, no, it was. She points back at that crater in the center of town. She says that was where it stood, this huge magical stone.
Oh, they did take it.
No one could ever figure out what it was. It just kind of was, a curiosity. But I guess it was something
Kella
to the
says that
giant.
might be why the giants did.
Seems like they didn't have to do all this just to take our stupid stone. Regardless, she'll lead you.
Is it
inside.
just us? Like, there's no Zentarim here.
Oh, I think you see a couple of them like tailing you.
Nova stayed
They're
back.
way back.
You see, you can figure maybe Kella told one or two of them to keep an eye on you as you headed
But
that
they
way.
don't necessarily have ears on us right now.
No, I don't think they're close enough to
I'm
hear
gonna
you.
ask her really quietly, Destiny,
Yeah.
when you went to the cave, you were running from the giants?
That's right.
And they threw rocks to barricade you in?
Yes.
And
Massive rocks
you saw no others that weren't giants?
were attacking? No. Well, we hardly saw the giants at all. We only saw these huge, like a castle on the clouds. It was
Okay.
kind of amazing and beautiful, but not for
This
long.
makes no sense.
Why not?
Why would the giants care to cave you in? They don't. Why would they care to do that?
That is a little
doesn't line
weird.
up at
Like,
all.
if they took the
doesn't
stone,
line up at all.
why? Yeah,
Why would they try
why
and
then
purposely
chase
get
the
you stuck in a
humans?
cave?
They're not particularly goodly people. We were told that by.
No, I know that, but like, why would they
yeah, I
care to do that?
suppose.
I'm not. I believe they would do if they had a reason to, but what
Why,
reason-
yeah, why wouldn't they just get a really long spear and skewer the guys?
just get the rock and leave. They don't need to waste time putting them stuck in a cave. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Maybe it's to do with the hierarchy being off balance. Maybe these aren't so good or neutral giants. Maybe these are like bottom of the rank, evil warmongering giants.
Yeah, but even if they are,
That's
why wouldn't
right.
they just kill the town? So why would they block them in? That really.
Because if they're evil, maybe they just want them to suffer.
Imagine you're at the lakeside skipping rocks, and you have one in your hand, and somebody says it's time to go. Do you still throw the final rock? I think you still throw the final rock.
So
They
you
were
think
just
they were
having a
nowhere
laugh.
near?
They
Maybe
were just
they were
like,
just being-
well, I still have this, but I'm done now. We got the stone. Okay, I'll just chuck it over there with those people.
Yeah.
Very carefully pile them all in exactly the
Yeah,
same
multiple
spot.
rocks.
Yes.
Yep. All of them at once.
But it does at least dispel my theory that the giants didn't do all the throwing. That maybe the Zentarim finished blocking them up.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. Alright, Destiny, thank you. Let's proceed.
Nova stayed back and is watching the lady. Just
Okay.
so that's clear.
You see Kella is conferring with Zulkin. She is just kind of talking, looking around the place, and you see Zulkin is like pointing at you guys very animatedly. And she's just kind of nodding, arms crossed, looking unimpressed with him. Yeah, but the people are going around the town, taking stock of the place. You guys are free to go to the keep.
Nikari, are you coming with us, or are you staying back there?
If Nova is staying back, then I will come as well.
Yeah, so you can see there is a large gate, like a gatehouse set up, with huge iron doors that are now open. They were closed before, barred shut. And looking inside, you can see there's like a little courtyard area. It looks like this keep was like particularly badly attacked. You see there are just like a lot of boulders concentrated in this area. Oh, why do I keep doing that? There we go. And yeah, you can see that there is, what the hell is this word? There's like a parapet that encircles the yard. So like a stone wall, basically. With or maybe it's wood actually, I don't know. With ramps. No, it's stone. Well, yeah, with ramps going up to it, you can see it looks like there was a lot of rubble amongst the keep. There we go. But there are the front doors you can enter, or there's like a bunch of caved in walls that are just, open to the elements.
So they stole a giant stone, obsidian stone, in the middle of town that wasn't in a building far from the keep, but specifically did a lot of damage to the keep. For what reason? 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2 here.
I don't know. You might have to ask those giants yourself.
Yeah, well, I think we need to go see some giants.
Yeah, they got a bone to pick with that.
Okay. Are you guys like blocked? Can you not get in there?
No, I can get in.
Oh yeah, please go on in.
I mean, hello.
The world is your oyster. This is like a weird setup.
Maybe some of these outer walls can now be lowered. There we
Get out of
go.
here. Get out of here so I can see.
Holy
what I'm doing.
guacamole.
There's the key.
Oh no.
Sassuro, no!
Yeah, I went, I fell off with my mic muted.
Oh no. Our greatest enemy, the letter H.
It's all connected. Yeah, you can see the keep is in a sorry state. As you enter just this first great hall that it opens up into, you can see there are a couple of what is the word? It looks like the remains of like a big dining table, where you can see a body is laying with a like a blanket over it.
Yeah, I'll head over to the body.
Yep.
Is this a female?
It is. If you pull back the blanket, you can see.
Yeah. As I do, I'd like to be as delicate and respectful as I can, but I like to inspect the body to see if I can determine what caused her death.
Sure. Give me a medicine check.
I will guidance myself.
Is there any way we can help
Can I go over and help him?
with this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me
Okay,
a help action.
Okay, well, the help wasn't very good.
You're welcome.
That's a 16 altogether.
She looks very battered and bruised, many broken bones.
Mhm.
Yeah, it looks like she might have been buried under the rubble in this place.
But someone's put a blanket over her.
Yeah. You know that, like, you could see a lot of areas where, like, people had been crushed that have been, like, their bodies have been moved already. So you can assume they dug her out from wherever she was.
Right. I'll say to everyone, looks like blunt force trauma. Perhaps a cave-in. And I'll gesture to the collapsed
Yeah, you can see this
building,
room you're
you
in,
know?
the Great Hall, like, this whole bottom half of it is collapsed.
I
So
think it
yeah,
might
if she
be
was in
time-
here...
I think it might be time to admit that we're being a bit over suspicious.
I think they've taken advantage of the situation, but I don't think they created it. They may have had some
Great,
inside
wait.
knowledge, though, of what was happening.
I mean, I'd say the agreement itself was extortion.
Of course.
It absolutely is.
They
They had no
arrived.
choice.
They arrived at the perfect time to extort them. That's the main reason for my doubts. They know to. Or have they
I mean,
been going to
things-
every town the giants have attacked? And
Bad
extorting
things
them
have been
of-
happening all over the place. It wouldn't surprise me.
No? I do not think it is the duty of the Stormborn to make decisions for other people. The townsfolk have decided to work with the Zentarim, then we should leave them to do just that.
Is it a decision if the
If-
other choice is death? I mean, don't get me wrong, death, of course, is a natural process and comes for us all, but everyone fears it. No one would willingly go into the arms of death.
I mean
Death.
now that they have their town, now that they are free, if they
You say we
willingly
put
work
up
with
for
the
a vote
Zentarim,
again?
if they are willing to work with the Zentarim in exchange for protection, then that is their choice.
But the Zents will say that they've already made the agreement. Are you suggesting we do a revote?
Suggesting we ask the townsfolk what they want to do. And I look to Destiny.
Oh yeah, she's there. You see,
Just
she looked...
motionless in the corner.
No, yeah, she looked very, she was speechless seeing Lady Nandar's body. She says, I cared for her horses. This is... Ah, what a shame.
Mysteriously missing.
Her horses?
Yes.
Joshua, you did
No
pass
horse
a
here.
stable. It was one of the few buildings you did not look at.
No, I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Here they are.
Neither James nor Sassuro paid much attention to that.
There they are. They're on the map now. That's where all the horses were if you looked in that building.
Oh, okay. And they're alive?
There are some alive horses here, yeah.
Miraculously.
Oh, we paid good money for our horses. Not number 7. He's the best horse.
Yep. Well, only one of them, well, gets a number, but you know.
Yeah.
Destiny will
Oh.
say... I'm sorry, what did you ask her?
Basically, if the townsfolk would still want to work with the Zentarim now that they are both free of a cave and not currently under attack from the giants. Because the logic is, right, is that they have nobody to defend them. They have very few warriors. They have no duchess, no political power, and they're a bunch of peasants. So,
but-
without the Zents, they feel powerless and helpless.
But
Yes,
whilst
that's exactly
they don't
how they
have,
feel.
whilst they don't have guards, this place is very defensible. You pull that drawbridge up, bandits can't get in.
Uh-huh. Well, not debating that. Giants, though, pretty good at it.
Oh, but they
But yeah,
came for it.
I'll just say to Destiny, now that the townsfolk are free and not under immediate danger, do you think they would still want to work with the Zentarim for future protection? In exchange for the long-term cost?
She says, I mean, at this point, the Zentarim are our saviors. At least that's what a lot of people think. Obviously, you all did a great deal, but before you showed up, they gave us food and water and began the digging process. And most of our guard, our militia, is gone or dead.
You have to think about this, though. They're doing this out of the kindness of their heart? No.
No,
What's in it for them?
of course not. We all had the chance to read the agreement. It's pretty clear. We're going to be taxed. Some might even say extorted. That's how Morak describes it.
Exactly.
You were probably paying taxes to Lady Nanda before, though.
Exactly. For most of the town, it's just a lateral move, just a slight change in leadership.
To free them from this
Your
agreement.
leadership. Sorry,
We would-
go on.
To free them from this agreement, we would have to commit far worse sins than extortion.
And I wouldn't want you to have to do anything like that. It is at this point, Morthos, that Nova gets like within 100 feet of you and will just kind of mentally ping you that Kella and Zolkin are on the move. They're coming to the keep.
I will relay that. I don't. When I say I mean Nova. Oi, lads! They're coming.
Okay.
But we need to make a decision quickly then.
I think the decision is our work here is finished.
Destiny.
Yes.
Are any of you townsfolk able to use magic?
She will give you like a little. She will change her eyes to be like glowing pink, which you know is like thaumaturgy, which she just has as a tiefling. She assumes you do as well.
Okay,
But-
nice.
She says, I mean, beyond a few minor things, I'm just trained as a animal doctor.
You're a
Can you
vet.
cast sending?
Absolutely not.
That is powerful magic.
Somehow.
Who did you want to
Somehow.
contact?
No one. When we leave in the future, if anything changes, contact us.
I will. I'll find a way.
Yeah, I think
Again,
we'll
you all have
turn
done so
away
much
to-
for us already. I really.
We're probably in a
appreciate
pretty
your
good
intentions.
position to extort them for a reward.
You are.
Sassuro doesn't even consider that. I turn and wait expectantly for good friends to turn up.
Yeah, as you are kind of saying this to Destiny, Kella and Zolkin will walk in. Kella will say, "So, you've seen for yourself, right? The poor Lady
have.
Nandar. I'm sorry for your loss." She says that to Destiny, who just kind of nods. Well, I mean, obviously, things were a little tense here, but you all have done a great service for this town. our new home. She gives like a sweet smile to Zolkin. I would say if you're more interested in helping people, maybe you should go talk to our boss. I doubt you'd actually be interested, but I'm throwing it out there.
Where would we find him?
Who is?
He's in Daggerford. They call him the Snail. You'll see
God.
why.
Is he a snail?
Snail.
I look to her and say, thank you. I appreciate that. You've taught me much about judging too swiftly.
Well, I could say the same. I appreciate what you've done here. And she'll say, especially you, Sassuro.
I
That
have a
was-
confession.
Uh-huh.
The giants, they left. They're not coming back and they're not interested in the town. I mostly say this to Zolkin.
Yeah, you see he raises his hands like so exasperated, like he's been trying to explain to Kella this whole time. You guys are working with the giants. And she was just not believing it.
We don't have anything to do with giants. This is an illusion. I'm going to use Silent Image to conjure a 15-foot Zephyros and just have him dance and then take off his own head and hold it in his hand.
Zolkin will jump back for a second and say, You see, they did it again.
And then I'll put my hand like through his leg and I'm like... And then I will use minor illusion to say, I am a kobold.
Yeah, Kella laughs. Zolkin just like puts his hand on his face.
So
Like,
just looks a little
okay.
guilty and then just...
Okay, I see what's happening
Also
here.
notes I've got no spell slots left now.
That's fine. This is... Alright. He just stomps away. He's still very pissed. Has anyone seen... Has anyone seen Muggy?
Yeah, totally.
He's asking around.
Who the hell is Muggy?
Um,
Is it Muggy outside or is it sunny?
Oh, Kella pipes up. That's his snake. You didn't see that flying thing. I
think
sent
it flew
back.
into a
Oh,
tree.
no.
No, I didn't see that.
Ugh, dumb creatures. I don't know why the Zentarim likes to use those things.
Do they have any significance to them?
That's good information to have, I think to myself.
they're all snakes.
She shows you a little ring she's wearing that has like a symbol of a black flying snake. She says it's like a branding thing. I don't know, but yeah, this is the symbol of the Zentarim. Basically, this black flying snake.
But the actual snakes don't actually really have any value.
They're
They're
good
just
messengers.
snakes.
Yeah, it seems like they like to use them as messengers, Zentarim specifically.
Oh, imagine that snake didn't get shot and got her while in the middle of the fight. That could have been bad.
Ah, we just killed them all.
Great.
Yeah. With that, you guys are free to do whatever you want here at Nightstone. As people are coming up to you all, thanking you personally. You see Kella's ordering her men around. They're like continuing the process you saw they were doing, like cleaning this place up. Morak is showing people how to start chipping away at these boulders to get them small enough to move, just like right into the rebuilding process.
I'll
Just a
tell.
place to rest. Sorry.
I was just gonna say to the group that once the town have a moment, I have offered my services to perform a funeral for those who have perished here.
They deserve that. You're muted, Mikayla.
Why am I muted? I don't
Oh,
even
there
know
we
how that happened. I didn't press mute. Okay, whatever. Yeah, they are happy to keep you to that. You will see the people start carrying like the bodies that they have collected. You saw some of them were like already lined up in the graveyard area. Did you see the last ones, including Lady Nandar? They bring down here, and like the whole town gathers for this funeral service. They wait for you to take it away, Peverell.
Cool. I don't know in terms of like, I don't know if you burn bodies, or I don't know anything to do with anything like, but like actual like funeral
Yeah.
stuff.
Well, it looks
I-
like in this town, at least they
yeah.
do bury them.
Okay, great. Then I will stand like in front of everyone, I guess. And I'll
Yeah.
say, Heroes Kalimvor, Lord of the Dead, Judge of what is ended. We stand in witness as our numbers lay down the weight of life. No longer shall their bodies know hunger, nor thirst, nor pain. No longer shall their spirits be burdened with sorrow, or fear, or grief. Death, inevitable and impartial, has come as it must, and that we find mercy. Their steps are finished upon this road. You are unshackled now from the struggles of flesh and the cruelty of time. You pass not into torment, but into stillness, where no agony can touch you, where no shadow can cling to you. Death is not a curse, but a freedom, and in Kalimvor's embrace you are beyond suffering. We who remain honor the life you walked, and carry memory of your deeds. We do not bind you with longing, nor call you back with despair. We commend you freely, wholly, to the peace that awaits beyond the veil. May you find in death the balance denied in life, and rest unbroken until all things are made equal. Kalimvor guide you, and grant you silence, and grant you peace. And I'll bow
Beautiful.
my head in a moment of silence. I will paste this because it's pretty great in chat.
Yeah. As you are giving your speech, you see a lot of people are bowing their heads, moment of silence. You see one woman is like very distraught. Particularly, she's like screaming out about Lady Nandar. And you see people are just, comforting their loved ones, their family, their friends. And Morak will come give you a very friendly, respectful handshake, Peverell. Woman's not working. Go away. Oop, there we go. And then and then Heral steps up and says, "Yes, I'd like to say a few words as well." And he says, "Lathander, we thank you for sending your light upon the cave and freeing us from this torment. And once again, you have shown your mercy to us, poor belligerent people of Nightstone. We thank you, O Lathander. And please let these people pass on safely to the next life. Amen." People are just kind of side-eyeing her all.
Oh my god, what a way to cramp my style.
Yeah. Wait, that was beautiful, Nova says.
Thank you.
Did you say you wanted to rest here? Let me go and see
Yeah, I think
what time it was.
Even if we go out of the town and to our tents, like, I think it's been a very... This day included most of the journey here.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
also
it
the
is getting
fight,
to,
and then also, like, it's been a hell of a long time for us.
It's getting to evening time for sure.
It's been a long-ass, tiring day.
Yeah, Morak will invite you all to this building right here, and he will say, if you're looking to rest, please stay at my inn, free of charge, absolutely no problem. It's the least I can do.
That's so generous of you. Do you have any cheese?
Let's see what we got. He starts rummaging around in his kitchen, seeing what survived, what didn't. He does find some cheese. A nice solid Skyrim cheese wheel.
Beautiful.
That did not get crushed.
Sassuro is delighted.
I think right there we will take a little breaky break.
Okay.
Unless
I
you
will
wanna do
definitely ask
something.
Nikari about cheeses from her homeland, and then we'll... that was it.
All
You'll be
right.
back.